Hey, okay, so this is our fourth and final video, and I'm going to talk to you a little bit about my party presentation on Facebook. So, how long you do your Facebook party is totally up to you. There's people who like to do it for 7 days, there's people that like to do it for 2 weeks, there's people who like to do it for 5 days, 4 days. Really, it's whatever works best for you. I find the shorter the better. I usually will start my event and have my hostesses start joining on a Monday, and then I try to end it on a Saturday or Sunday. So, I usually have a couple of posts leading up to the party, so I'll have some pre-posts and some, like one post a day. So like the first post on Monday is going to be me introducing myself. Now, whether you go live or you post a picture, that's totally up to you. However you want to, just make sure that you're introducing yourself. One day I might post the monthly customer special. One time I might post, like, hey, this is what our hostess is going to get when she has a $600 party. Another thing that I might post is, what do you want to see at our party? Just little things like that you can either just schedule through CinchShare or that you can pop on in the morning and post. And then on Thursday night is the night I prefer to go live. And I will get on Thursday night and go live for about 20 to 30 minutes. I do not go any longer than that, and I'll tell you why. If you go longer than 20 minutes and there's not really interaction in the comments and nobody's really commenting or asking questions, you're going to lose not only the customers, but you're going to lose the hostess because they're going to get bored and they're going to be off doing something else while you're just talking to yourself. So keep it close to 20 minutes. If there's a lot of interaction, people are asking your questions, sometimes it's going to go to 30 minutes, and that's okay too. So if you're having the interaction, go to 30 minutes. That's totally fine, but try to keep it no more than 30 minutes, especially because people who couldn't be on live and they come back to watch the replay, they don't want to watch a 40, 50, 60-minute video. I'm sorry, I just had somebody call on the phone. Okay, so the next thing that I do is I get on live and I post, hey, welcome. We're going to celebrate the hostess. I apologize. We're going to celebrate the hostess. And I want you guys to put in the comments one word that describes your hostess. And then after that, when I write her thank you note, I can put all those words in there that her sweet friend said about her. So that's one of the first things that I do. I thank the hostess for having a party. And then I talk about how we're going to do prizes. So we're going to get one prize right away for whoever RSVP'd. All those names are going to go into the pot before we even started. And sometimes like 10 minutes before the party, I'll say, these are the names that I have who have RSVP'd that are going to be able to be entered into a drawing. So if you haven't RSVP'd, be sure to do so now. And then that way I can draw right away for those who RSVP'd yes. And then I'll talk about placing an order for the grand prize, which I'll usually post the night after. I'll draw from whoever did it to win a grand prize, which it could be free personalization, or maybe they get a free customer special, depending on what it is and the cost. I usually try to keep that between $5 and $10. And then the booking the party. So anybody who books parties is going to also get a prize from my stash. Can you go play? Apologize. Okay, so what I like to do is keep it simple, easy, and fun. So I'm going to take the hostess's wish list, and I'm going to pick 5 to 10 things on that item, and that's what I'm going to show off. I like to show things in solutions, so if she has a solution set on there that I can bundle together, that's what I do. For example, this month, the large utility tote's on special, so maybe you're going to bundle together a glamour case, a zipper pouch, or you can do a Tapa tote. You could do the clear pouch that you can hook into there, and then also a zipper pouch. Right there, you're at $35, and then they can get this large utility tote for only $10. So I would bundle these solution sets together and show them like that. And then about halfway through the party, I say, oh, and I want to thank my hostess again for hosting a party. And you know what? You guys can do this too from the comfort of your own home. This could be your party. And so I'll say, when your hostess books 3 parties, you're going to get, can you stop? She's going to get something from her wish list for free. So once she books 3 parties, she's going to get one of those items from her wish list for free. And I usually do the most expensive one. You can do whatever one you want. That's up to you. So who wants to book a party? All you have to do is comment party in the comments, and we'll get you going with that. And so then sometimes the hostess will say, hey, Sarah, you need to host a party next because I know you're looking for this, this, and this. And that's one of the things that you can hostess coach her on, is say, when I talk about when you book 3 parties, you're going to get something for free. Call out those friends that you know that would love to have a party. And so she says, hey, Sarah, you're going to want to have a party. And then I can say, Sarah, yes, are you in? And so she'll either comment party, or sometimes you don't hear anything at all. So that's another thing that I do. Stop, babe. And then another thing that I like to do is when I'm done talking about her wish list, I'll finish the second half of her wish list after I talk about the 3 parties. And then when I'm done with her wish list, I'll talk about the Hostess exclusives. So I always talk about at least 2, and it's usually the Triple Duty Caddy and the Thermal that I talk about. And I can say, you guys can get one of these 2 when you book a party. And don't forget, when you book 3 parties, you're going to get something for free. And that's going to help them to book more parties. Okay, so when I'm done with all of that and I've talked about the party, I grab my catalog and I talk about the best catalog in the deal, which we all know is right here. And so then I talk a little bit more about the 31 business opportunity, and I'll say, okay, so the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to take 3 minutes and 10 seconds, because 31, to ask any questions that you want to ask. So let me know what questions you want to know about the business opportunity, the best deal in the catalog. You can ask questions like, how much do I need to stay active? You can ask how much I make. You can ask, how many parties do you need to have? All those kind of things. And give them those examples so that they'll start asking questions. Most of the time, if you just say, okay, guys, ask me questions, they're not going to ask you questions. Give them some examples, and then they'll start asking questions. And have your hostess start it off as well. So that's one of those hostess coaching things that you can do and say, when I ask, start it off. So say, oh, how many parties do you have to have a month? And then that gets it going. And then I just wrap it up. I ask if anybody has questions, whether it's about the business opportunity, the customer special. And then I one more time say, thank you guys so much. And don't forget, when your hostess books 3 parties before this party closes, she's going to get an awesome price from my stash, or she's going to get a free product off of her wish list. So that is kind of how I do my party presentation. I try to keep it simple and fun and easy. And I try to just make it, fun. And I, like my kid was out here, you guys saw that. It's real life. I try not to have her out here when I'm doing parties, but it happens sometimes, and that's okay too. But just try to make it fun for them. Pretend like you're in their living room talking to them, because it's kind of what it is. And you want them to have a good time so that they'll book parties with you. So that's a little bit about my party presentation. If you guys have any questions, let me know. All right, we'll talk to you guys soon.